we will be doing the mathematics chapter, expressions. We teach in a fun, challenging and precise way. Now let's get started. Most of you must be knowing what an expression is. But for those of you who don't, an expression is a mathematical phrase consisting of numbers, variables which are letters like X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and constants which are basic addition, subtraction, division and multiplication. Now let's know further. Now let's take some basic examples. And a variable, as I said previously, can be any letter from A to Z. A constant is a sign that will that can add, subtract, multiply or divide. So addition, subtraction, multiplication and division are some of the main points. And this number is the common number that we use, which can be negative or can be positive, like -1 or 1, -2 or 2. Have a final look at this until we go ahead. This is what we will be covering as we go further in the chapter expression. Let's begin with our first example for the day. So now this is a very basic sum. What we are supposed to look at is the numbers in the sum and the variables, which in our case here are all of them are A. So when you have the same variables, it gets very simple. So what you are basically supposed to do is, for now, forget the variable. Only look at the numbers. So the numbers that we have are 7, 5 and 8. So we all know that we have an addition sign here. We have the addition constant here. So all we need to do is add these three numbers. We get a total of 20. So we make an equal to sign here, right? 20, which is the addition answer of all the three numbers. Now what we need to do is look at the letters, the variables. In this case, they are the same. So all we are supposed to do is just write the variable. And there you get your answer. Let's take another example. Here, 3b plus 2b plus 6b. Again the same sum. Only the variable and the numbers are different. So look at the variables. Again here they are the same. Now look at the numbers. Just add the numbers as we did in here previously. Add the numbers and make the equal to sign. 3 plus 2 plus 6, which equals to 11. Since the constant is addition, we only need to add the three numbers and then add the variable since it is the same. And here you get your answer. Isn't it simple? Now let's change the constants and see. Now here the only difference in the sum is that here we have a subtraction sign and here we have an addition sign. So all we are supposed to do is follow these signs. So do your sum accordingly. Here what we have is 3a minus 1a plus 6a. So let's do it step by step to make it simpler. As we go ahead, we can do this whole sum directly just in one step. But for now, since we are doing it for the first time, let's do it step by step. So to do it step by step, just consider the first two numbers of the sum. That is 3a minus 1a. So again, since we have the subtraction sign, we will only subtract the numbers. And since the variable, that's the letter, is same, we will add that. So 3 minus 1 is 2 and the variable 2a. We are done with this. Now going to the next part of the sum, which is this answer and plus 6a. So we only write it here, plus 6a. Now again add the two numbers. Add the two numbers. So 6 plus 2, so 8. And the variable is again same here, so a. And that's how you get your answer when you have a different constant. Let me repeat what we just did. Here we had the sum 3a minus 1a plus 6a. We divided the sum into two parts to make it simpler for us because we had two different constants. So we divided the sum like 3a minus 1a and we kept the 6a away. So we first did the first part of the sum when we got the answer 2a after subtracting these two. Then because we had one part of the sum still left, which was plus 6a, we just wrote the same thing after the answer of 3a minus 1a. After doing the calculation for 2a plus 6a, we got the answer 8a. And that's how we did it. Let's do another sum with different constants. Here is our second sum. 4b plus 8b minus 6b. Again, let's divide the sum into two parts. Like 4b plus 8b and leave the 6b as it is, minus 6b. So here, what we're basically supposed to do is, again, now this time let's do it in short. 8 and 4. So again we add them to get the answer 12. And since the variables are same, we just put the b. Then again coming to the second part of the sum that we had just left, which was minus 6b. So we just write it here, minus 6b, and we get the answer 6b. That's so simple. Let me repeat what we just did. Our sum was 4b plus 8b minus 6b. All we did is divided the sum into a part and b part. So first we solved the first part, which was 4b plus 8b, to get the answer 12b. We had the second part of the sum left, which was minus 6b, and we just wrote it next to the answer of 4b plus 8b to arrive at the answer 6b. Isn't it simple, guys? This looks like nothing. I mean, you must be thinking, what are we supposed to do in this sum? But as it's written up here, finding value of the variable. So what is the variable here? W. 24 remains where it is, and this 6, which is your multiplication, goes to the other side and becomes divide by 6. I hope you are understanding. We will do two more sums after this, which will make it clearer. So here W is equal to 4. That's the way it's done. I hope some of you at least understood. Let's jump to the second sum. Next sum. 4x is equal to 16. What happens is this x comes down is equal to, basically we are finding the value of the variable. So in this case we have to find the value of w, and here we are finding the value of x. Now here 16, let 16 remain where it is, because while dividing we divide the bigger number by the smaller number. So even while writing your basic sums, we usually write 18 divided by 6 or 16 divided by 2. We can never write 6 divided by 18 or 2 divided by 16. This is the wrong way of writing, because we usually in our thing we always, not usually, write the smaller number here and the greater number here. But when we write it this way, it means that this, which you will get the answer in decimals. So that's not what we want. This is the wrong way. This is the right way. So here the same thing applies. Divided by and the number 4. So x equals to 4. I hope you're getting it, guys. Let's do another sum. To our third sum for the day. C is equal to, what I can tell you in easier words is you are supposed to separate the variable and the numbers. One, that's the variable will come to the left side of the equal to sign, and the numbers, both of them are supposed to go to the right hand side of the equal to sign to make it easier for us. And I had previously explained that what it is 7c is equal to 7 into c. So what we understand is after going to the other side, it becomes division. So you're only supposed to do that. I hope this made it simpler for many to understand. So now we have c on one side, so no chance of any number coming here. So here 77 divided by 7. So C is equal to 11. That's how it is. It is very simple to understand. Only we are supposed to know that which hand the variable is supposed to go to and which side the numbers are supposed to go to. So we only get this 7 here, and don't assume that this is plus 7, so here it becomes 77 minus 7. No, this is the wrong technique. Here it is multiplication between 7 and C. So this 7 multiplied goes 7 divided. That's what we are supposed to keep in our minds for the last sum of the day. Again here, you have to make sure variable one side, numbers one side. So R is equal to, we are not changing the side of the number yet, of the variable yet. Only one number has to shift its side. Why? Because it is with the variable and we want to keep them both aside. So here we write 35 divided by 5. R is equal to 7. And that's how you arrive to your answer, guys. Isn't that quite simple? Okay, so that's it for today. I will be including the other left out parts in the next video. But for now, I think this is more than enough to understand. And yeah, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and smash the bell, like our video and comment it. Thank you for watching again. Bye bye.